end cap van, I can plug it into the battery system. I had separate batteries and an inverter in there. And I could tell, you know, just turn it on and off once in a while to be able to do that. And you still have the probes, and you could separate the Anderson power poles so you can still go arm's length distance with your probes. Or you can put them together and just plug them in for power pole stuff. The other thing is that if you're looking at amperage, I made a little thing here so that you can hook your voltmeter up and read amperage. Same thing off the power poles, and you're good to go. The other thing is it's a little set of power poles with like diodes on there, and that's for the putting multiple solar panels together so they do not backfeed each other.
So they don't go down to the lowest one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or backwards at night.
Or backwards at night.
Backwards at night, okay. But panels don't have built-in diodes to do that?
Some
A lot
do and
do.
some don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
them do.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
You know, there's something somebody told me, oh no, I just, you know, it was like a blanket thing, they're gonna go down at night. Yeah.
So anyhow, on this now, I have, this is my portable unit, and I normally have I can go 10, 15 feet with a couple of PVCs that slide together and pipe connectors, but I don't want to drill the drywall, and so this will go up to whatever height. This is a nano station up on top, which is the 600 milliwatt deal. And it's just put on here with pipe clamps, so it takes almost no time to set it up. The little box on top is for power. I have two 12 amp hour sealed lead acid batteries in here, and came out of my wife's first scooter. And so I've got on this end, which is, I can't turn this that easy, but basically I have an input for solar panel. I have an input for a power supply, like I can take this thing here, which is off the big batteries in the basement. I've got L16s down there, which are big 122 pound batteries. Got a pair of those. I can plug this in, and through a low loss power gate, it will slowly trickle charge and keep these batteries up to speed. And then I've got two Anderson power poles for output coming out of this thing. Goes into here, which is a PoE for the Ubiquiti stuff. This node is actually running on 12 volts rather than 24. It's all battery operated. What I don't have is I'd like to put a 5 volt output on this so that I could run a phone or a camera that runs on 5 volts, and I just haven't got around to it. But basically it's batteries, low loss power converter, or low loss power gate, a solar controller, and then amps and voltage on the digital display on the end of it here. This is another thing that could use a box around a good part of it, but basically it's a volt ammeter that I can just plug it in line with anything I'm working on and get a reading. All right, how many amps am I using? What's the voltage? So it's been kind of another handy thing to do. Herein lies the endeth of the gospel on stuff there. Okay. Okay, we'll come over to the table here, Keith. And what we're doing here, have one of the old Linksys WRT 54Gs. It's running on channel 1 on part 15 frequencies. And it has an IP phone attached to it. Okay, and we'll go over this way and we'll find that laying in the window we have another nano station. This nano station is also on part 1 of, or channel 1 of part 15 frequencies, and it is going into the back of the air router HP. The AirRouter HP has both the LAN ports as well as a device-to-device linking port. And by doing that, we can actually come in with a different SSID and a different frequency for part of our mesh network. And on the screen, which we'll show later, it shows all of the WRT stuff, the cameras, the whole business.
A little bit of delay there, but
Yeah.
it works.
Okay. Over here we have another mess of wires. And basically we have a PastiNet internet coming in from 900 megahertz from Tear Lake. And it gets connected to the nano station, which is up on the roof, running on channel -2, going to a rocket back up at Tear Lake. And then here we have basically a Netgear 108E smart switch. And the smart switch is configured with 4 VLANs, virtual local area networks. And so we can do device-to-device linking through this device as well as we can through the ARHP. This ARHP is just my Part 15 router that gets me from in-house to PastiNet. Now, of interest was yesterday I took this telephone, which is an IP telephone for Superior Search and Rescue, and I plugged it into the Linksys router that's over on the table. And we were running actual IP phone calls through the Linksys to the nano station, to the ARHP, to the nano station, to the 900 megahertz PASTI, through the whole network, and it works. Now, the other kind of piece of magic is being able to call one of these phones from my cell phone. We're just starting to play with that, and I can call Stan down in Florida by taking my cell phone, that's a Samsung S6, and putting in the SIP number for his phone down there, the IP address, and we actually will be able to call Stan and talk from my cell phone to his IP phone, talk to his mesh network, which is part of the tunnel. And we'll switch back here momentarily while you're setting up.
I'm working on it.
That's okay. I'm just trying to cover ground here.
MacBook Pro? That's me. RMW. That's it.
It's good because we've had at least a half dozen or more people kind of watching.
Really?
So
Okay, so what we have on the screen right now is a combination of KC8RGO and WB8QJZ
Well, I don't know why.
equipment. And I have a camera in the house right now. I usually don't have it on, but over here is the address of that camera. With Internet Explorer and ActiveX, you can actually click on there
It shouldn't be. That's the password.
and display looking into the living room.
Let me look up this.
Okay.
I haven't done this.
My remote nodes here are the NanoStation 3 and the WRT. WRT is the one that's on the table. The NanoStation is running on Part 15 frequencies, and it was the one that's in the window over there. So other than a tangle of wires and more radio frequency things going through the air that will probably sterilize all of us, we're having fun. Okay, let's take a look now, just for grins. If this is my NanoStation
Do you know what work group you're in?
M2-1,
Do you know what work group you're in there?
and if I do a quit on that, this gives me some of the information
Okay.
that we have available. My default gateway that goes into the internet, the WAN address of this particular unit, we can look at charts if I find my thing here. Okay, here's real-time signal-to-noise levels with the strongest signal.
There we go.
Okay, I can go in and let's take a look at the rocket. And there's the rocket that's up at Tear Lake. And we're seeing the live plotting of the noise to signal levels in that. Okay, we can quit that.
By the way, what's the? So you have a really 40 to the Tear Lake.
A who?
Is that the Tear Lake?
Your signal
Yes,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay. I wanted to know that for the simulation. So good.
I believe that, but because it's going between. Just a second here. Let me go back to the mesh status. Okay, and let's go look at the rocket up at Tear Lake. Okay, and it's showing. We'll see our chart here. Okay, with the strongest signal coming into the rocket. And we'll look at nanostation M2-1. Okay, so our signal level is approximately 55, minus 55 from the rocket to the nanostation. Okay, and we'll quit that. And we can do a Wi-Fi scan. That's what we're seeing on the Wi-Fi scan. Okay, we can quit that before anybody gets some ruckus.
He's over.
Let's see, where was I headed? Okay, setup. Setup, you have to use a user ID and a password. And I have mine remembered. The user ID for all those Ubiquiti nodes under Arden is root. User ID is root, R-O-O-T. Okay, this gives us a little bit of information about the particular unit. This is the rocket. This is the one at Tear Lake. And I have a distance parameter set here for 15.5 miles. Okay? If you set the distance parameter too short, it times out the rocket and it'll go into retransmissions. If you have it set too long, you basically will just slow down your data throughput. Okay, we'll note up here that it is Arden for SSID. The ham channel, -2, which is 2397, 2.397 gigahertz. And we're running a channel width of 10 megahertz to keep us within the ham radio bands. Okay, on the nanostation, this parameter, mesh gateway, is checked so that it flags to anything that we do have internet access here, and it's actually the nanostation that would have that one checked, because that's the route into the internet. Okay, we can go up here, look at port forwarding. We don't have much happening on the rocket other than mesh chat. And we demoed mesh chat a little bit earlier, where we're sending messages back and forth across the tunnel to Stan located down in Florida. I'm using a tunnel server. Whoop, not on the rocket. Let me back up here. Go to the mesh status, and we're going to go to the nanostation 1. Set up, let me in. Port forwarding, DHCP services. Okay, and I have reserved addresses for my VoIP phone. I have an Air Gateway, which is a Part 15 router that's attached to the mesh, which gives me the ability to run my laptop and other things across Part 15 services
Toggle it back off and on.
and into the mesh network. And then I've got my Android phone configured in here to reserve an IP address. And for all practical purposes of where I'm at now using LinPhone, this is just so I can look at the screen and not have to go 3 levels deep to find the address for that particular unit. Okay, we are running tunnel service. And I have various, it looks like 5 tunnels potentially set up. One is my ARHP, another NanoStation, and NanoStation 3. So I can take my NanoStation and a camera or a phone or whatever, take it someplace where I've got internet access, and those units will automatically link back to my mesh network back here through the tunnel. Okay, if we look down at the bottom, we see the little blue cloud. Little blue cloud is telling me that I am actually linked with Whiskey Bravo 8 Quebec Juliet Zulu down in Port St. Lucie, Florida. And so Stan's down there, he's able to look at all the stuff that I'm doing and that sort of thing. Okay, there's an administration page on here. It allows you to load additional firmware or upgrade your firmware. Our current version, which is the latest out of Arden, is 3.16.1.0. And then, let's see, we can put on packages such as MeshChat, and I'm not going to do that now, but it is through the administrative page that we would actually do that.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to run back. Good. Okay, I don't see it. Okay.
Yeah. About 3 gigs.
Basic setup. Okay.
Might pull 3 gigs.
Back on the basic setup page, we also have optional settings where you can actually go on the Arden map and have your unit placed out there, and people can actually look at your console for your mesh node if they're an authorized Arden user. Okay? Let's see, where did that go? Back over here. And I don't have it there. So, but anyhow, I'll just mention that it is possible to do that sort of thing.
Don't they have that linked on their website on a map?
They do. Yeah, there is a link there.
Okay.
And I have it under Chrome, but Chrome keeps picking up this bad
Right.
stuff on me. Okay, so we're going to go up here. We're going to go to Laptop Mom.
Nope. No.
Nope.
We need gummy bear?
Gummy bear? It's copying right now. We're 3% done. It's about 3 gigs.
Okay.
So we need to take that cable and run it to his then, or?
Yeah, eventually.
HDMI, yeah.
Oh, I wonder what I've got. Oh, this is the. I don't know what we're looking at here, folks. Oh, wait.
Well, we don't have his HDMI plugged in yet either. So
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So there is like a main dashboard for Arden then that you can look at on the Arden website.
Dashboard in the sense of.
It's sort of optional, and you see what nodes are checking in, and
No, there's a map. Let me.
oh, okay.
it's just a map.
It's just a map, and it'll tell you whether or not you're tunneling, whether you're and some other stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's just like APRS. It just got
Oh,
the
let me
points on there, and
Go here.
Got it.
you see that there is one in this area. You know.
Yeah. Okay.